Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Platinum Collection of March 2026 to help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before we begin, I want to thank you the viewers for watching my silly videos. I hope they're helpful. Most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. But first, a word from our sponsor, JT After Dark. You've read the threads, you've seen the warnings, but you haven't heard them like this. I'm JT. I take the internet's most terrifying stories and give them a voice. From Reddit's deepest archives to the legends that haunt the web, I bring the horror to life. Join me on JT After Dark. Subscribe now and let's see what's hiding in the shadows. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have ContractVille, an ambitious open-world simulation that blends the granular renovation of House Flipper with the expansive logistics of Euro Truck Simulator. You start in Port Town with nothing, taking on odd jobs to build a construction empire. Whether playing solo or with 3 friends, you can smash walls with sledgehammers, sketch custom floor plans, and physically lay every brick and tile. The freedom is immense. You can choose to renovate ruins, manage a taxi service, or even focus on go green environmental missions. The progression system keeps you hooked as you earn skill points to specialize in trades like demolition or tech. You can eventually purchase an office, upgrading it from a vacant lot into a massive business center complete with wind turbines and worker cabins for your hired AI crew. The multiplayer aspect is particularly strong, allowing you to work independently of the host so you can handle logistics while your partners decorate. However, you should be prepared for significant technical hurdles. While the gameplay is addictive and deep, the community is vocal about poor optimization. You may experience low frame rates and crashes, even on high-end hardware. Furthermore, many users are frustrated that developers seem to prioritize paid DLC over fixing fundamental bugs like broken vehicle physics or rigid building mechanics. Despite these flaws, if you crave a relaxing just one more task loop and don't mind a rough around the edges experience, you'll find a highly rewarding sandbox. It's a creative haven that simply needs more polish to truly shine. At number 2 we have Havendock Complete, a cozy colony sim where you build a thriving settlement atop the ocean's surface. Starting from humble beginnings by collecting floating debris, you eventually lead your castaways into a high-tech society. You can create a character, farm, raise animals, and even master mad science to build submarines or rockets. You'll find the gameplay loop incredibly addictive, especially during the early stages. The just one more task energy keeps you hooked as you manage resources and welcome new settlers to automate chores. However, your experience may vary as you progress. While some players find the quirky charm and peaceful pacing endearing, others note that the mid-game can feel aimless or grindy. You might encounter performance issues, such as frame drops or hitches when expanding your docks, even on high-end hardware. The game offers a blend of Minecraft and Raft, featuring easy controls but occasionally confusing menus. You should be prepared for some rough edges in UI design and character models, which some find unfinished for a full release. Additionally, while the game boasts automation, certain resources like cotton or coffee beans can be frustratingly difficult to streamline. Havendock is a chill creative sandbox best enjoyed if you love base building and decorating. It provides roughly 8 to 20 hours of engaging content, making it a solid choice, particularly if you can snag it in a bundle. Despite some technical splinters and a lack of polish in the late game, the charm often shines through. The complete edition includes Havendock Wizard Island, an expansion where you discover Asteria, a magical isle featuring mana-based research and production chains. You can befriend 5 wizards, build 10 arcane structures, and use 20 unique spells to buff your settlement or automate chores with speedy Wisp NPCs. However, you might find the integration frustrating. Access is restricted to the late game because it requires lithium. By that point, spells for basic needs like hunger often feel redundant. While the concept is charming and the new buildings add flair, the high level requirement and long spell cooldowns can limit the DLC's overall utility. At number 3 we have UFO Robot Grendizer, The Feast of the Wolves, a semi-open world action adventure based on the 1970s anime UFO robot GRENDIZER. You play as Duke Fleed, a prince who escapes his destroyed home planet and pilots the mighty GRENDIZER to defend Earth from the invading Vega Empire. The story throws you straight into the chaos, offering just enough cheesy anime flair to keep you smiling even when you're totally lost. Visually, the game captures the retro-futuristic 70s aesthetic perfectly. Massive space stations, colorful alien landscapes, and gloriously chunky mechs. Unfortunately, technical issues like screen tearing, pop-in, and janky camera angles can pull you out of the experience. The voice acting also misses the mark, with Duke sounding oddly emotionless compared to the dramatic energy you'd expect from the source material. Combat is simple but satisfying, letting you smash through waves of enemies using GRENDIZER's heavy punches, beam attacks, and special moves. It is not complex, but it nails that PS2 era charm where you can just switch your brain off and enjoy the chaos. Between battles, you can explore different regions, collect upgrades, and even take to the skies in shoot-'em-up segments that help mix up the pacing, even if they're pretty basic. Despite its flaws, The Feast of the Wolves is an honest and nostalgic love letter to a forgotten anime icon. You'll find a fun, old-school romp that doesn't take itself too seriously. Perfect for when you just want to pilot a giant robot and punch evil aliens into dust. At number 4 we have Squirrel with a Gun, a 3D platformer sandbox game where you play as an armed squirrel, embracing an instantly bizarre and crazy premise reminiscent of titles like Untitled Goose Game and Goat Simulator. The game begins with a tutorial inside a secret lab, teaching you how to control your protagonist and, more importantly, how to pick up and fire a gun. Following the consumption of a mysterious acorn-shaped device, you're relentlessly hunted by Matrix-like agents in dark suits and sunglasses who will stop at nothing to take you down, even if it means shooting innocent civilians. Defeated enemies drop acorns, the currency used to buy weapons or remote control cars. Alternatively, you can earn acorns by letting town residents take pictures of you until they fall in love and drop a stash of nuts. As a squirrel, you can climb trees and flagpoles, but only with empty hands. Reaching the top of flagpoles is vital, as it reveals the location of special large golden acorns needed alongside regular acorns to unlock important items like a bomb suit, or just silly accessories like fake eyebrows. The visuals are quite good, and the squirrel is adorable, with customizable outfits displayed proudly on the title screen. The music ramps up during combat, culminating in an aggressive, high-energy heavy metal track for boss battles. Much of the gameplay involves exploring the small town and causing destruction. You can cause as much mayhem as you want. However, the game is very short, likely less than 5 hours, and can suffer from clipping issues. While seeing a squirrel with a shotgun never truly loses its appeal, the finishing moves grow repetitive due to a lack of animation variety. It is an over-the-top, ridiculous, and entertaining title for a short burst of fun, but don't expect a long adventure or a fleshed-out story. I mean, you are a squirrel holding a gun. At number 5 we have Vampire Hunters, a unique first-person shooter that aggressively combines the adrenaline of classic shooters with the innovative auto-firing mechanics of a vampire survivor-style roguelite, creating an experience defined by bullet heaven mayhem. This game immediately thrusts you into steampunk-inspired gothic levels overrun by thousands of undead creatures. The core appeal lies in the sheer absurdity of your arsenal. You can stack up to 14 different weapons, from classic revolvers and shotguns to high-pressure holy water hoses and magic frogs, to craft impossibly awesome and mind-blowing builds. The satisfaction is in a pure power fantasy, turning into a walking fortress of destruction as you level up and unlock ever-increasing firepower. You'll quickly find yourself giggling as you erase entire legions of vampires in a single storm of bullets and particle effects. The gameplay loop is highly addictive, offering the crucial just one more try feeling inherent to the roguelite genre. You select a unique hunter and collect various artifacts that provide insane yet useful upgrades like slowing time or spawning space beams. When you die or finish a 30-minute run, you earn points from meta progression, which provides permanent stat boosts to make you stronger for the next attempt. The tone is lighthearted, cheesy, and fun, complemented by exciting electronic disco music. While the game is praised for its explosive action, some players find that once you overcome the initial difficulty hurdle, the endgame content can feel repetitive and easy, leading to low motivation after unlocking everything. However, if you're looking for a highly replayable, instantly satisfying blast of first-person chaos that prioritizes absurd, over-the-top gameplay over deeper narrative or complexity, Vampire Hunters delivers a potent dose of relentless, adrenaline-fueled fun. At number 6 we have Laika, Aged Through Blood, a unique Motorvania adventure that shakes up the Metroidvania formula with its bike-based mechanics and rich emotional storytelling. This game offers an intense post-apocalyptic adventure filled with heart-pounding action. You step into the shoes of Laika, a coyote warrior on a dirt bike, as she seeks revenge and battles enemy clans. The combat and exploration revolve around your bike, where stunts like mid-air flips are essential, not just for tricks, but for critical mechanics like reloading your revolver or deflecting enemy bullets. This challenging yet thrilling system requires quick reflexes as you dodge, shoot, and flip through desolate landscapes, often in slow-motion bullet-time sequences. The game's hand-painted art style sets a bleak Western-inspired tone, while its emotional story delves deep into themes of loss, generational trauma, and survival. Along the way, you'll meet quirky characters in your village, and complete quests to unravel more of the world's lore. While the game's trial-and-error combat may test your patience, especially during tough boss battles, the satisfaction of mastering its mechanics and the rewarding exploration make it worth the effort. The soundtrack, crafted by Bakeley, adds another layer of depth, perfectly capturing the world's melancholic beauty. If you crave a fresh spin on classic exploration games, Laika, Aged Through Blood delivers an unforgettable ride through a harsh yet captivating world. At number 7 we have SteamWorld Heist II, a brilliant turn-based tactical shooter that expands upon its predecessor with a sprawling maritime world and deep mechanical refinement. As Captain Leeway, you lead a ragtag crew of steambots across the high seas to combat a mysterious rust disease and a shortage of vital water. The gameplay loop seamlessly blends intense physics-based combat with rewarding exploration. On the battlefield, you must master the series' signature ricochet mechanic, bouncing bullets off walls to hit enemies behind cover. The tension is palpable as you plan every move to avoid mission-ending mistakes. One of its unique features is a sophisticated job system. You can experiment with a variety of classes, including precise snipers, aggressive brawlers, and explosive boomers, and cross-train them to create powerful hybrid builds. This level of customization ensures you always have fresh tactical options for every encounter. Between missions, you captain a submarine to navigate the world map, engaging in real-time naval combat and upgrading your vessel's capabilities. You'll also spend time in bars, recruiting new crew members and soaking in the atmosphere. The presentation is equally impressive, featuring bold, colorful visuals and fantastic character writing that breathes life into the mechanical cast. Complementing the vibrant art is an excellent soundtrack by steam-powered Giraffe, which provides a warm folk rock backdrop to your adventure. While the difficulty can spike, the satisfaction you feel when a perfectly executed plan comes together is unmatched. SteamWorld Heist II offers a polished, engrossing experience that rewards your strategic creativity at every turn. At number 8 we have Art of Rally, a refreshing take on the world of rally racing, showcasing a deep love for the sport and its golden days. Unlike some rally titles that cater exclusively to simulation enthusiasts, Art of Rally welcomes players of all skill levels, ensuring that both seasoned drivers and newcomers can enjoy the thrill of the track. Upon first glance, Art of Rally's overhead view and vibrant primary color environments might evoke a sense of trepidation. However, any initial doubts are quickly dispelled once you dive into the game. With 8 customizable camera settings, you can tailor your experience to your preferences, whether you prefer a panoramic view of the course or a closer perspective for precision driving. Despite the absence of co-driver audio, Art of Rally's consistent handling across all vehicle types ensures a seamless and enjoyable driving experience. Each car, from ringers for minis to stalwarts of Rally's mid-century era, offers a unique feel, with heavier vehicles gripping the gravel and lighter ones gliding through tight corners. Visually, Art of Rally excels, with each course region boasting its own distinct charm, from the cherry blossoms of the Kanto Mountains to the rugged landscapes of Rally's fabled Group B era. The game's alternate motorsports timeline, imagining a world where Group B racing never ended, adds a layer of intrigue to the career mode. Despite its indie roots, Art of Rally delivers a polished and immersive racing experience, catering to both motorsports enthusiasts and casual gamers alike. Whether you're seeking a thrilling challenge or a delightful joyride through picturesque landscapes, Art of Rally has something to offer for everyone. At number 9 we have Wingspan, a resource-building card game centered around birds, beautifully adapted for PC. The core loop involves building an efficient points machine over 4 rounds to score feathers. You play bird cards into 3 habitats: the forest for feeding, the savanna for laying eggs, and the wetland for drawing cards. It is a surprisingly wholesome and deep strategy game. The game is a strategic flowchart of point production. Each bird card has habitat preferences, food costs, and unique abilities. The challenge is optimizing these to build the most efficient engine, as a bird cannot be moved once placed. Complexity is added by a randomly generated round goal, ensuring you never settle on one optimal strategy. While focused on your engine, you can use birds of prey to disrupt opponents, though this slows your own progress. Graphically, the game is stunning, featuring warm, hand-drawn watercolor art and an acoustic soundtrack enhanced with birdsong. While the interface might feel busy initially, you'll quickly appreciate the dedicated screen space for each habitat, which is necessary given the strategic information to convey. Multiplayer offers flexible options, including local and online play for up to 5 players, and asynchronous mode, which is great for new players. Be warned, the AI bots are challenging, so you want to practice alone before bringing friends into the fold. Wingspan is not a game you'll grasp in 10 minutes, due to its many interlocking systems. You must be patient and approach it slowly. However, once you delve into it, the game rewards you with enormous replayability. With tons of birds to discover, you'll still be uncovering new strategies hours in. It is a superb deep card game, vividly and beautifully brought to life. At number 10 we have Ex-Zodiac, a high-speed 3D rail shooter that serves as a spiritual successor to 16-bit classics like Star Fox. Developed in a Godot engine, it captures the retro aesthetic of the early 90s while delivering fluid, modernized performance. You take control of a fighter ship in a third-person view, constantly moving forward through stylized low-poly environments that range from lush green plants to icy wastes and Egyptian-themed deserts. The gameplay is simple yet punishing. You must navigate obstacles like falling windmills and moving walls while engaging waves of enemies. You have a health bar, which is more forgiving than one-hit kill shooters, allowing you to survive some damage as you learn the patterns. Your primary weapon is a laser that can be powered up, but you also have a lock-on missile system. This creates a strategic trade-off. You can fire rapidly or hold back to lock onto multiple targets for a devastating volley. Bosses at the end of each level are inspired by zodiac signs, such as a giant crab for Cancer, and require precise movement and barrel rolls to defeat. While the game is currently short enough to finish in one sitting, it offers higher playability and excellent performance on Linux and the Steam Deck. Even at low power settings, you can maintain a steady 60 FPS. If you miss the arcade-style thrills of the 90s, this title provides a predictable, responsive, and beautifully realized homage that brings the Fox spirit back to modern gaming. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle drops a total win for anyone looking to buff their library without nuking their wallet. With heavy hitters like SteamWorld Heist II and Laika Age Through Blood on deck, the value is absolutely cracked. Whether you're grinding for 100% achievements or just need fresh Steam Deck fuel, grabbing 7 games for $20 is an insane deal. Do not sleep on this, snag your loot before the timer runs out. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.